Hey, this is Dr. J. Taylor. Just going to show you our upcoming veterinary hospital. This is the front door. This is our virtual tour number 1 because it's not quite built yet. So you can kind of see, but we do have our sign, and I'm going to plug in our phone number here, 715-1407. Another place where you can go, just going to walk right over here real fast. It's our website, outerbanksvet.com. You can see this video and others there, and kind of follow our progress. So we're going to walk in the front door. This is Unit I, or Unit 9. This is the last one, and the first thing you're going to see here is our receptionist window and the door. Now, our receptionist is going to certainly greet you and take down your information, that type of thing. She also screens out uncool people and doesn't let them into the back. But you're going to be a cool person, and most people are. So let's go into the back and check things out. Again, another window looking into the doctor's office there. These are the 2 exam rooms. We'll visit them just a little bit later. Nothing exciting. The receptionist's office is about as normal and boring as they come, so we're going to jump into my office, which is yet another boring room, except for kind of one thing, I think. These 2 windows, I had them put in so that I could actually see into the back of the hospital. And one of the things, if you can kind of look back here, I'm going to just zoom you up to the window view here. You can see back there's the back door. This is the start of our x-ray room. Now, the cages or pets will be staying when they're here for surgery, something like that, are actually going to be right in here so you can see them. You can also, as we slide in here, so you'll be able to see them. This is the view from the second window, or the first, whichever one you're looking at. You can see through this other surgery window, and we'll talk more about surgery in a little bit, but from the doctor's office you can actually see all the way back into there. And so when I'm calling you, if your pet's just had surgery or you're just calling for a checkup, I can actually look from my office and see everything that's going on, and I can actually see all of our patients that are there. We're going to zoom on to the first room, exam room number 1, but it's not going to be exam room number 1. Because this is the Outer Banks. There's a lot of sea and sounds here, and this is just a place for water people. So in a place with so much water like we have, it's only appropriate that exam room number 1 is actually going to be called the sail room. And one of the cool things about this room is this blocking that you see on the wall is going to be the home, or at least the foundation, for our exam table. This room's going to have a folding exam table, so this dude will drop down off of the wall here, so we can actually lift it back up and have more room. So if you've got a 130-pound Great Dane, we're not all scrunched up together like we're in a closet or something. The next room is going to be more like your typical veterinary room. It's going to have just your typical veterinary table that you've seen. But as you notice, there is blocking on the wall, so in case we change our minds, we can always go back to that. Much easier to do it now than months down the road. I'm sorry, but these rooms are kind of dark. We don't have the lighting yet. Either our next post or the one after that will have them lit, and probably have a little bit of furniture in it so you can actually see what it's going to look like. The name for this second room is going to be the surf room. Again, we're on the water, folks. So we're going to go further into the office here. You can see that back door that you saw earlier. This is the window into surgery. Surgery, we're going to have you know, a surgery table, a lot of monitoring, so we can check things like EKGs and blood pressure, and watch your pets really closely while they're under. The other way we can watch them closely is all these windows, and we had them put in for a reason. This is actually the view that a veterinarian would get if he looked over his shoulder from the surgical prep area. This is where the veterinarian will be getting ready for surgery, and he can actually see right into the room, make sure everything's going great as they're setting your pets up for surgery. This is where the sink's going to go, so you can see this nice wall here. And then this is all going to be counter space. Laboratory will go in here, so things like blood work and fecal testing, that type of thing is what we'll do here. I'm not going to talk about the bathroom because you've all seen one. This is surgery yet from a different view, so you see these two windows here. That's the doctor's office. You can see right through it. I'm standing where our pets are going to be hanging out when they're here, so you can see well into there and into surgery. This is our side door, and wow, it's so bright because it's a bright day out there. But you can look in, and we have just a few different accesses into the place. This is our x-ray room. We are going to have the ability to do x-rays, and nothing exciting here except this big old huge wire. X-rays use a lot of electricity, or at least a lot for a short amount of time. So that is pretty much the tour. This is just, again, a very quick tour. You'll see something better later on. I just wanted to thank you for taking our tour and hope you have a great day. Take care.